Natural bodybuilders can only build muscle for 48 hours after a workout. Oh boy. Who's in the mood to have some more natural bodybuilding myths destroyed, raped, pillaged, burnt down, annihilated, and otherwise removed from blocking the course of your future? Okay, because there's so much debate on this subject as far as pertains to natural bodybuilders, what I pick up from reading the general consensus of the herd mentality of the fitness online world is that it's generally believed that bodybuilders who do not take steroids can only be growing muscle for up to 48 hours in an area that they worked out after the workout. And bodybuilders who do take steroids can magically grow muscle for weeks after a workout or something. I'm not sure how many days has been ascribed to them, their proper window of growth. But anyway, here's the thing, guys. I've proven on myself that this is not true through my own experience. And there's certain other natural bodybuilders out there. I guess I won't go into naming any names just yet, just because I haven't necessarily established an online relationship with, certain individuals in the online fitness world. I figured be maybe more tasteful to establish some kind of, connection to that person before I start using them as much of a reference for things. But besides myself, there is at least one other all natural, lifelong natural, very muscular, very built fitness type personality who really creatively does his own thing that someone's pointed out to me out there. And apparently this guy, hits a muscle like every 12 days, a muscle group, and he hits it with 5 of the most intense sets you could ever. It's like 5 different HIT sets or something. In other words, the utmost balls to the wall, make you puke intensity is what we're talking about here. And I know why that works. Without needing to read a bunch of studies that were funded by I don't know who with what agenda to sell what to you. And before I go any further, let me make this disclaimer. I am not at all against high frequency workout programs. There's nothing wrong with them. They work. They're awesome. They're great. This is not me saying you should do things this way and not that way. Okay? This is me actually, again, expanding people's horizons to realize there's a lot of different methods that you can use to build muscle. And ideally, over time, you should try all of them for yourself and make your own notes and observations. But anyway, so again, nothing against high-frequency forms of training. They're great. And if you're enjoying a high-frequency training program, that's awesome. I do certain muscle groups on myself high-frequency. At any given time, like right now, not any given time, but most of the time, I'll be using high-frequency training on certain muscle groups while I'm using much more low-frequency, heavy-intensity training on other muscle groups. I'm doing that right now. Okay? About half my muscles are being trained one way and about half are being trained the other way. And they're all getting results. And I cycle around and move between which muscle groups I'm doing that with. But I've worked out as little as once every 2 weeks, and I've made gains as a natural. Okay? So it was no surprise to me when somebody pointed this guy out to me. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. For those of you that are getting real hung up in your mind right now and you're saying, yeah, but the study showed, that the ones in one control group versus the other, the ones that were training more frequently got better results because the other group was only getting muscle growth for 48 hours after their workout. Well, let me explain this to you guys. Whatever workout they had people doing in these studies, you can't control people's intensity. There's not even that many individuals out there with the cojones to even do a real HIT set of anything, let alone 5 sets. So what you got is you got people putting out mediocre, or what I might call wimpy ass effort into those weightlifting sets. Very mediocre, okay? And sure, after your 4 to 8 sets of mediocre ass whatever you did that day, you probably are done growing after 2 days. But if you would have worked that muscle with me, you wouldn't even be done getting more sore for the next 2 days. So do you think you're done repairing after 2 days? Your body hasn't even caught up to the full extent of how deeply we tore into the muscle in 2 days. Okay? Now, I'm not against training it again when it's tore up. I do that shit all the time too. You're just compounding the message in the muscle. You're compounding the damage. And when you do finally take a break, it recovers and grows and super compensates for many workouts that tore it up. What I'm saying here, guys, is that if your muscles are only growing for 2 days after a workout, it's because at best the intensity of whatever you did on that muscle group was very goddamn mediocre. Okay? Plain and simple. That's how this works. If you tear into the muscle deeper and harder, it's going to take more than 2 days to repair. It could take a week. I've tore up shit so bad it took 2 weeks to heal. Okay? I don't even recommend workouts that extreme because they're kind of like right on the verge of serious injury. But it's math, guys. No 2 workouts are equal. No 2 sets, no 2 reps that 2 people ever did were equal. This is why Arnold said he could walk into a gym and do 1 set and get better gains in development than every other person in that gym doing sets all day. Because they don't know how to do an intense set. They don't have a strong mind muscle. They don't have a strong passion. So if you're going through the motions and following a program, oh, now I do my 4 sets of squats, and now I do my 4 sets of bench, and now I do my 4 sets of lat raises, and now I do my whatever. Yeah, you probably are only developing for 2 days after that, and you should hit it again. There's nothing wrong with that. You can take higher workout frequency, and you're not doing near as much in volume or intensity in any of those workouts, but you are doing enough to keep growing, to keep developing. Or you could dig super fucking deep into a muscle and tear the shit out of it so bad it takes a week or 2 to repair. Okay? And you could not work that muscle again for that amount of time. This is a different way of doing it, but it works. I speak from experience, not from reading what some other man or group of people wrote in a book and I have no idea why, or who paid for it, or what misconceptions may have been involved, or agendas, or anything else. I'm not saying reading books is bad. Shit, get a look at everybody's viewpoint. But then use your own observation, okay? All the books in the world, if I choose to believe what's written in a book instead of what I've experienced myself, I'm a goddamn fool, okay? And I've done that. We've all done that. That's how this world works. You're taught at a young age to believe what authority figures tell you instead of what you yourself experience firsthand. This is utter fucking madness, and it's rampant on this planet. So this is just a online fitness related way to bring up a point about something that's an issue in life. Human beings don't even listen to their own experience. They will literally make the same mistakes, shoot themselves in the foot over and over because they refuse to pay attention to their own experience because they're so busy believing what some authority somewhere said or wrote down. And what makes them an authority? The fact that you're willing to put them on that pedestal, that's it. There really is no pedestal. There's no spoon, my friend, okay? You be the authority. Start honoring your own experience. You want to try something, try it. Try tearing into a muscle with a level of intensity far beyond anything you've done before. And if you actually can do that, if you've got the pain tolerance and the force and the focus and the courage and the mind muscle and everything else necessary, then see if you're fully recovered in 2 days, okay? All right, I love you guys. I just wanted to kick open some more doors and expand the picture and help you realize, guys, you don't have to do everything in the limited one-size-fits-all, mediocre, follow-the-herd way, okay? If there's something inside of you that would like to try a different extreme form of training or something, follow your vision. You'll discover something interesting for humanity. Humanity's sitting around like this, you know, with damn few people with the courage to even try anything new. Okay? So humanity sits on this planet thousands and thousands and thousands of years and we're still primitive as shit. Okay? Do not be afraid to try things. You're doing your fellow human beings a service by discovering new territory instead of just sitting in the herd, achieving nothing except the same mediocre result that every other person in that herd's going to achieve. Now, not everyone needs to be a fitness fanatic or fanatic of any other category. I'm not saying that when it comes to weightlifting in particular, you need to be so extreme that you can tear your muscles up so bad it takes them a week to heal. And I'm not criticizing you if that's not who you are. This aspect, what I'm describing here applies to every part of life, okay? This is just a good way to show it. And another example of the fact that people don't believe in any possibilities because somebody else already wrote in a book for them and took all those possibilities away. And it's total fucking bullshit. The only reason that works is the power of your mind now accepts that. It becomes your reality. If you want to work out with extreme intensity and then have longer breaks on muscle groups, you can prove that that shit works just as well for naturals as anything else. If you're the one who's going to put in the commitment, the intensity, the programming and planning and make it happen, it can be done. Any of these methods taken to an extreme with passion and drive and focus and intelligence and belief in what you're doing, you can get great results, okay? It comes down to your mind, body, and spirit. How open are you to those results? How much energy and focus and passion are you putting into them? How intelligent, organized are your efforts? How many other factors in your lifestyle are working for or against you? It's all these factors. But when it comes down to workout frequency, guys, this is just the same stupid shit as saying that, oh, you're at your genetic max because you don't take steroids. It's all just placing artificial, imaginary limitations on everything, and then they become real, because that's the power of being a creator being and having a mind that creates reality, except that you don't know it. May the force be with you. I love you all.